First of all, welcome everyone. It's the third annual, actually, Pharmaceutical Congress. On behalf of the sponsors, and there's booths outside, please visit the booths during the day. But we have a very aggressive schedule for the day itself. We have 3 rapid-fire sessions with faculty. The first session's on the podium as I speak, as well as 2 Oxford debates that will take place when we pull this off by 12 o'clock today. So we'll be moving very quickly. As we do introductions, we will just do cursory introductions. All the bios are in the binders that you have of the faculty itself. I asked you to take a look through that. The first session this morning, I guess, and the other thing I wanted to touch base on was the telezon units. Is that what they're called? Like technical. So what are they? Audience response. I like telezon. It sounds sexier. Audience response units. We'll be using during the day to get your responses, sometimes before and post presentations, but to get a feel for what the audience is. Can I get the first few questions? This is self-explanatory, and if not, the person at the back of the room will explain it to us, okay? Okay, so first couple, which region are you based? Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, or other? The other probably from London, Ontario, and Ottawa. Is that the others that probably are here? Okay, next question. A specialty itself, marketing. MA is market access. Senior management, or the notorious other. Hopefully the salespeople are out selling. The marketers are here. Interesting, almost every survey, market access and reimbursement is the #1 issue in the industry, and guess who doesn't come to these events?
You're too busy.
Thank you, Greg. Any next question, please? As far as the environment itself, do you think it's better or worse than a year ago? Fascinating. I think last time we did this, it was almost a 55-45 split, and so we're tracking these as we go forward. This will be interesting to see what happens next year. But the next question, I think, is that this is a predictive one. In the upcoming year, is it going to get better or worse? Have we bottomed out as per the market analysts? It's interesting. We have some optimism, at least, which is a good thing to have. Maybe realistic or conservative optimism. That's great. That's just to get us warmed up with the audience response unit, and then we'll be using that during the day with the different presentations. I'll just do a brief introduction to the first rapid fire section. If I can get Russell's slides up on the screen, if I could. The first session itself is more of the environment. The theme is communications. This is stakeholders. This session is the rapid fire. The next rapid fire will be for the professionals. That's not to say that our stakeholders aren't professionals. And the last one ends up with the actual people that actually ingest, swallow, rub, or inject our medications. It's patient. The panels are all basically with experts in those areas. We pull it off that we managed to get CEOs and senior executives to stay within 8 to 10 minutes. We've got a little shock thing up here that makes it difficult for some to hold, but we do 8 to 10 minute presentations. We will hold questions to the very end, I think, of all rapid fire sessions. Paul, is that what you're planning on doing? And Mitch, the questions would be a question period, 5 to 10 minutes at the very end of all the presentations. So the first session, we've got basically Russell Williams will kick it off, and Russell is the president of RX&D, and Russell's presentation is basically an industry overview. I won't call it a State of the Union. Russell will be followed by David Meek. David is president of Novartis Pharmaceuticals, and David's presentation is giving us an update of the Patent Medicine Price Review Board. We had 3 or 4 different titles of that, and they all got shuffled, so it's a more politically correct title for that one. Nita Aurora is with us, Vice President of Clinical Research from Hoffman & Roche, and Nita's going to walk us through the Canadian clinical research, forging a new path. And then finally, and I refer to Greg as our bullpen pinch hitters, Philippe Gallet had to cancel yesterday, emergency board meeting, which is never a good sign, but an emergency board meeting. So Greg nicely stood up and he's taken Philippe's place, and Greg's going to talk about reimbursement 2009. Is it indeed a two-way conversation? Which isn't really an oxymoron, but it's close. I'll stop there and turn it over to the panel, and we'll listen to them for the next 40 minutes, and we'll have a Q&A at the very end.